And so I rewrote it as service is taking action to create value for someone you care about.
It's an action called model. You have serve, care, and love. These are your motto, really, your logo, what you live by. Why do people care? Why do we have to serve? What's the purpose of
let me go
serving?
backwards a little bit. Give your audience a little bit of background. My grandmother taught kindergarten for 40 years.
Okay.
And at one point she was named one of the top teachers in New York City.
Nice.
And she only had one child, my dad. But he had 5 kids, so it was like a private kindergarten. And I used to get the privilege of going to her kindergarten. I was even younger than the kindergarten kids.
Nice.
And I watched her love every single child, which is why ultimately she was named such an incredible educator.
Is your role model?
She was my role model for love.
Okay.
Like just really everybody deserves it. You can live your own life in a way that really loves and takes good care.
Okay.
When I came to Singapore in 1990, actually before that, I got involved in ultimate frisbee when I was in college. You know the sport.
Yeah.
I'm in the Ultimate Frisbee Hall of Fame.
Nice.
Because at the time that the sport was being created, I was one of the Johnny Appleseeds that took it not only to college, but took it around the world.
Good for you.
And the first rule is called the spirit of the game. And the spirit of the game says that the people who are on the field playing the game are responsible for the quality of play and the experience of play. No referee. And that's really, I think, where I learned care.
This was
Like you have to actually care.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to care about your opponent,
Mm-hmm.
care about the community and the spectators and etc. And then I came to Singapore in 1990, and that's where I really learned what is service and defined it as service as taking action to create value for somebody else. And then I ended up teaching all over the world. In fact, I just pulled these out recently. These are my passports.
Wow.
Just how much
You traveled.
implementation of this.
You traveled. You coined a new term for care.
Well, it's interesting that the phenomenon of care, I used to define service as taking action to create value for someone else. Worked very well for 30 years. And then I realized, the kind of service I'm really committed to, it can't just be someone else. And so I rewrote it as service is taking action to create value for someone you care about. Ooh, but that raised the question, what is care?
Yeah.
And care, it turns out, was as much confused and abstraction as service was when I met it 30 years ago. So I really started digging in, Abe, and saying, hold on a second, let's deconstruct this. Let's reconstruct this from fundamental. And what care is it's concern, like I care, but it's concern with commitment. I'm concerned and I'm going to do something about it. I'm going to take care. And it's concern and commitment to someone or something's well-being. Which means then, like when you think about your kids, you care about your kids, but not just in this moment, you care about them into the future as well. So the full definition really would be care is concern and commitment to future well-being. Yes, in the moment, but the moment just became the past.
Yes.
So I'm actually devoted to well, how do you take care? You have to put your commitment into action. Oh yes, that's the service part. So these two are very, very closely connected. Now I realize this is not being taught in school. What's missing? How could this not such a fundamental answer to what it is to be human with other people as social creatures? How can this not be taught? And what is it that's not being taught? And I realized that the world of care had been captured either by healthcare or by philosophers.
Okay.
And that wasn't adequate for you and me and most of our listeners.
Most people are not there. Exactly.
So I started developing a curriculum that would help to answer the question, what does it really mean to be human? Why is it that we care about what we care about? How do you get clear about what matters to you? And then how do you take good care and appreciate and respect the how and why other people care about what they care about? And so I got deeper into the field. I looked for it. It wasn't in sociology. It wasn't in philosophy. It wasn't in anthropology. So I invented the word Careology.
Careology.
And found that it didn't already exist. Thanks for watching this video. Your dedication to serving better and caring more makes the world a better place for everyone. For more uplifting ideas, practical insights, and free resources, please subscribe now.